my friends, thanks for joining me. I'm here to share what I got in the Sephora sale, the spring savings event or whatever they call it. I didn't go hog wild. It's not a lot. There are some things that I know I like that I got in a few different shades. And then I also went out on a limb and just tried a few new things also. But I'm one who is pretty regularly trying and also therefore buying makeup. So I didn't really see this as a time where I needed to absolutely go nuts. Let's face it, Emily doesn't have a lot of makeup needs, but I did have some wants. I guess one really practical, really like pat yourself on the back, this was a good idea need, was the Supergoop Every Single Face Watery Lotion. Hi, kitten. Biscuit says, good morning, everyone. So I love this stuff from Supergoop. I am almost out of what I've been using, and I was thinking about maybe just shifting over to another sunscreen that I have on hand, but I do love this consistency so much. I feel like it pairs so well under makeup. It's really thin, really lightweight, but it is SPF 50, and my mom and I have been doing a lot of chatting about sunscreen and stuff, and what works well under makeup, and so I bought two of these actually and gave one to her because she was feeling like, and it's true, you just can't put any sunscreen under a full face of makeup. Not everything just works and meshes in with what you're doing. And this does add a little extra moisture to my skin, but it's light, okay? It's not a white cast kind of product. It blends right into your skin. And in terms of order of application, I go serums, the Bobbi Brown face base, I do my eye cream, and then I put this on. Last thing I do before putting on, say, a primer or foundation. Whatever the base makeup is I'm doing for that day. I don't know if that's really correct, but that's the way I've been doing it for a long time, and it seems effective. Another thing I got, and this is the one thing I'm gonna mention in this video that was not part of my Sephora sale order. I got it a couple weeks ago, and I haven't yet mentioned it, but it's the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow. This also has an SPF in it, SPF 30. They call it a moisturizing skin tint with watermelon, apple, and hyaluronic acid. It's Too Faced trying to be all like everyday. This was actually a little like squeezy bottle. I feel like cat hair's flying. She's on my lap right now. And you just squeeze it out through the little top there. I have the shade Warm Nude. I really had a hard time deciding what to get, but this seemed to be the right depth level, and you can see in a demo me putting it on today. I went for what appeared to be like a pump, you know, similar to what I feel like I get out of most foundations, and just patched it all over my skin and blended it out with my e.l.f. Duo complexion brush. It's fine. Like, I've used this so many times since having it, and I always come away feeling like, you know, it works. It gives me kind of a light to medium coverage, but then I end up adding in concealer and powder to sort of bring my whole face up to the level I want it to be at. But it's not something where I feel like, wow, I'm getting a leaps and bounds improved look on my skin compared to like the Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. I love that stuff. Now that does not contain the SPF, but as we already covered, I'm putting SPF on my face every day regardless. That one even gives a little more radiance than this. This, they call it a moisturizing skin tint. I don't feel like it's that moisturizing. It just feels like a really lightweight foundation to me. Not especially glowy. Another drugstore thing that's super affordable and is definitely in that lightweight category that I really love is the Relove by Revolution Super Serum. Think L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum, but a little more glowy. This has more coverage than the Too Faced, you know, just a little more immediate radiance. So you got other options. I'm not totally wowed by this stuff. I think I warned you guys in a previous video that I was probably gonna get a couple new shades of the Amy Cole blush stick. This is called Desert Date Cream Multi-Stick, and the shade that I've had on hand that I love is called Spice, and it's just an amazing plummy color. I've applied it multiple times on my channel. I love it. So I decided to go for not one but two more shades of that product. I went for the one called Dune, which is kind of a deep nude color, and I put that on my cheeks today actually. So in terms of the demos, I went ahead and put on like concealer and powder and bronzer, and then I moved on to this for my blush. Really love these sticks. These are a matte formula. They're very pigmented, but yet they're not too hard to blend in, and they double on the lips so well for like kind of a matte blotted stained sort of look. The Spice shade wears incredibly well because I think it's so rich and plummy and pigmented. I adore that one. I don't know that I love this one quite as much as that, but it's still pretty, and it's definitely something that I'm gonna be using for those quick and easy like lip and cheek pairing ideas. So that's the one called Dune. And then a shade I have not yet tried is the one called Flame, and this one is gonna be so much fun for the summer. We're looking at a really bright warm red. I'm trying to get a little swatch going here. Let me sort of do a bit of a blend on that. Really intense, but I just thought I'd love that on lip and cheek. And again, the stick is not like super dewy, glossy, shiny, creamy, but yet it's easy to manage. But I feel like it would be great on the lips. Even in that bright of a shade, I won't be too worried about it like drifting outside the lines. So now I own 3 shades of that stick. I need to wipe this off my hand. 3 different colors. They're all totally different from one another. There are still more options you can choose from. But yeah, I'm good on cream blush. Doing well. Powder blushes. Tried something brand new here. I've gotten some more recommendations from you guys for things I should try from House Labs, considering that I like the foundations so much. So people have told me the blushes are really good. Guys, look at the size of the compact. It's huge. I don't think I have a blush this big. I think it wins for the biggest blush. It's called the Color Fuse Blush, and I got the shade Watermelon Bliss. Bright, bright, y'all. Reminding me a lot of NARS Exhibit A vibes. We talked about that in my dupes video. Exhibit A is sold out. Painted by Spencer totally blew it up. I mean, it's not a new product, but he made it so fun and exciting as he showed what a great sun-kissed blush product that is. And this is similar, although I think it pulls a little more pinky on my skin, as opposed to being like a real orangey red, even though, you know, you're seeing some warmth in it, I think. I just get a little more pinkiness out of it as it shears out on the skin, but highly, highly pigmented. I applied that today on top of the nude stick, and I really love the look. I mean, it's intense, right? Especially after putting it on, but then it lives on your face as you finish the look, and I mean, I don't think anybody's looking at me currently and thinking, wow, that's a loud blush. Once the eye and the lip get done, it kind of makes more sense, but I think I'm gonna have a great time with that over the summer. And then I got a Sephora Collection blush, because Sephora Collection is marked down in this sale, and I've learned they have really good blushes. I got a really nice cool pink one that has like 2 shades in it also, that was just great quality. The line is called Colorful Blush, and I got one called Hey Jealousy. Hey Jealousy. Little gin blossoms there, right? So this shade is kind of berry. I mean, talk about the intense blushes. I'm going there this summer, I guess, just so you can really see, you know, a much more of a pinky berry look here. They call this matte, but in swatching it, I feel I pick up on a bit more of a satiny finish, and just for the heck of it, I'm gonna throw it on top, just see what happens here. Yeah, really showing up with a pinkiness, but an intense pinkiness potentially on the cheeks. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna enjoy this one big time. It was a very blush focused haul. But remember, those Amy Cole sticks are lip and cheek. That really makes it worthwhile for me, I think. And you will be seeing Flame in action, don't worry, that bright reddish color. Loving that. That's really nice. And also from Sephora Collection, a line of things that I knew I really liked also are these sheer matte lip balms. And I've talked a lot about the shade Fuchsia, which really turns out to look like a soft red. That's what I had on hand before. These are so nice because they feel moisturizing. Like, I've got a nice level of creaminess on my lips right now, but they look just soft, pillowy, kind of fill in the lines. Just a really quality lip product. I just love the way they look, and I've got so many tinted balms that are great, but it's kind of fun to have that different look that's matte on the lips. And I just got the color called Pink this time, and that's what I've been wearing throughout the video. I think it's absolutely lovely. It's the only thing on my lips, this balm. Just a couple passes over, and who couldn't wear this shade? That's so nice and so casual, easy every day. I'm really glad I got that, and you know, Sephora Collection, very affordable. Last things I got in my little haul are some false lashes from Sephora Collection. I don't think I've ever tried any Sephora lashes, and the ones I'm wearing today are the style Fringe. Okay, so they're in a box like this, and I'll pop up a picture so you can maybe better see exactly what the style is. But we're talking a little more flared out at the outsides, very full, wispy looking lashes. I swear, they were so big, it was like they were made for a giraffe's eye or something. Like, I cut a decent amount off so these would comfortably fit my eye and not be like all the way in the corner. That's my thing. I don't need them all the way into my tear duct. That makes it so annoying to wear. The band is super flexible, and my first time putting them on, I wore them yesterday, almost too flexible to be able to control them well. Like, I actually had a hard time getting them on my lash line, but then they had a little glue residue on there today, and the lash band was a bit stiffer, and I could easily place them on. And they probably had also kind of formed somewhat to my eye. They're pretty dramatic and very, very curly, this style. I don't know how I can really show you. If you look toward my hand here and see, maybe you can tell like how much these curl back. It kind of reminds me of when you see people with lash extensions. It's that kind of a thick, bushy sort of lash look. It's fine, they're fun. I'm not thinking they're above and beyond better than like Kiss lashes, which is probably my favorite, false lash brand. And then the other style I got is called Feisty. And here we're seeing some of those little like clusters on the band. I think they're gonna be a lot like a style called Risque that I got from ladymoss.com for a while. But yeah, I haven't put these on yet, but I thought they'd be worth trying. I think these typically sell for $10 each. And that, my friends, is my haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm trying to think if there's any other face details you might be interested in. For my eyes, I'm wearing this little Glossier trio that I've had for a while called Almond. I think I featured this in a video where I was talking about Barely There eyeshadow palettes and stuff. This does give that Barely There look, like a little bit of this matte shade and then a mix of the shimmers on the lid. Super natural, a little bit of eyeliner on there, and I put on Superhero mascara as well. And then we're wearing like 3 different blushes. You saw the stick in Dune, the House Labs went on top of that, and then as a finishing touch we put on the Sephora one. Hey, at least I didn't throw on the stick in Flame in this video also. I feel like that's gonna be a really fun look, just totally centering an entire look around that lip and cheek with the bright red. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments section what you got from the Sephora sale. What things have you been eyeing? Did you get any of my recommendations? I do have a full recommendations video if you haven't seen it yet. The sale is still ongoing. So yeah, thank you so much for your time today, my friends. I will talk to you again very soon. I love you. Bye.